Welcome into T4G Sports. Hopefully you guys are having a damn good day. Today we're going to talk about Notre Dame heading to the Big Ten. We think it's a matter of when, not if, and we believe they're only waiting for the ACC to collapse. We also believe that Penn State and USC will be their main rivals in the future. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell, and of course, let us know how you guys feel about this situation in the comments below. This is not a paid promotion. We're not making any money with what we're about to say. Nor would we ever wait for something to become a paid promotion if we believed it could help any of you guys watching this video. We picked up a book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and it's a book I can't put down. I'm telling you, I'm glued to it, and I love it. Mental health is not taken seriously enough, even with our own minds. And there's never a time where you can have too many mentors. And I believe that this book can provide some mentorship to everyone out there. You know, this book has helped me even though I felt strong mentally. This book isn't just for people who could use help. It is also for people who are strong and want to become stronger mentally. You know, honestly, deep down inside, I just want everyone to be happy and to succeed in life. And maybe it's how I grew up. I don't know. But if you're planning on buying another book, just think about trying this one out is all I'm saying. Does Notre Dame have a choice not to join a conference? The first part about this, we'll talk money. You know, Notre Dame's a rich school. However, the Big Ten and SEC will make enough money to put Purdue and Vanderbilt in a situation where they'll make double what Notre Dame makes in the future. The Big Ten, according to Sports Business Journal and many other places as well, you'll find it almost anywhere, the Big Ten will make over $1 billion a year that it will distribute to its members. And the SEC will make over $700 million a year to distribute to its members. And what becomes even more obvious of where the future is headed is that they will also consume most of the college football playoff payouts each and every year. The Big Ten and SEC will have more teams in the college football playoff, and that only means that they will get more of the pie when it comes to the payouts. If Notre Dame doesn't join a conference, they could make $1 billion less in a decade to a school like Purdue. Now imagine that same thing, but you're talking Michigan, Penn State, USC, Oregon, and Ohio State. You cannot make $1 billion less in a decade to schools like that and expect to keep up. And also imagine how hard it would be for Notre Dame on top of this when the league goes to revenue sharing with its players, which they're headed that way. Now let's talk about what comes with money, and that is Big Ten and SEC power. Independence only means something when you can play a conference. They are reliant upon the ACC to stay alive to keep their independence viable. If there's no conference to play, then you are truly independent in every sense of the word, and that is not what you want. The thing about money that we all grew up learning at some point in time in our lives is that it provides power. The Big Ten and SEC have a lot of both. The ACC will fall in our opinion. We did a video on this. It'll be in the link in the description below. We suggest that you watch it. We believe that they'll settle with Florida State, leaving the conference at a price that'll open up the gates for the rest of them, and it'll all be paid within 10 phone calls that have likely already been made. The Big Ten and SEC have also decided to start working together, and that only means one thing, that they are deciding college football's fate with the kind and caring help from the TV networks. The Big Ten, SEC, and TV networks now decide who sits at the table. There is a wave coming, and it's headed for the land. You have two options. You can decide to ride the wave and see where it takes you, or you can brace for its impact and hope you survive. In our opinion, we believe Notre Dame knew this was going to happen for a while, and it almost felt like they didn't want to be the ones known for putting the final dagger in the heart of the Power Five, or whatever the hell's left of it today. The writing has been on the wall for some time, and only the foolish believed the ACC could stay alive. If Notre Dame joined the Big Ten or SEC conference a year ago, the ACC would have surely collapsed on the spot due to the relation between Notre Dame and the ACC. Notre Dame not joining still gave ACC fans and all their college football fans hope that their conference can stay alive. And it was fool's gold, unfortunately. And Notre Dame and everyone else that attends the same parties knew this. With the change happening to college football, it has become a game of positioning to try and not upset the masses. Visible greed hurts their reputation, and that could hurt their fan base. But if they appear to have no other choice, then the greed is accepted by the masses. If you were Notre Dame and you knew what the future held, wouldn't you just wait for the ACC to implode by itself instead of being the one known for plunging the final dagger? You know there's going to be a death, but you don't want to be in the front row of that death. All we are seeing is smoke and mirrors of what they really want us to know. After all, they understand better than anyone that football is a game of emotions, and emotions bring in the bagman. Once the ACC collapses, Notre Dame will appear to have no other choice but to make hundreds of millions of dollars extra per year in the Big Ten or SEC. It's actually a smart move. So what conference fits Notre Dame the most? For us, the Big Ten makes the most sense, but what does it matter when all the pipes are leading to the same place, suggesting that the Big Ten and SEC will likely merge in the future anyway? However, let's play the part. Let's jump into it. Academic prestige. Notre Dame aligns with the Big Ten in academic prestige, which doesn't mean much nowadays, but it sounds good on paper. The donor crowds clap a little bit more when they hear the word academic. The SEC isn't known for its high academic standards. Their academics come in the form of pad math. If you're attending Missouri, you don't even have to do your homework. They have tutors for that. Now let's talk about the region. The Big Ten fits the region. And I'm not sure what that even means anyways nowadays, but Notre Dame already likes to play nationally, so that's perfect for them, which goes into our next part. The Big Ten is the only true national conference, and I think that this is important for Notre Dame to keep their national brand. And the SEC still right now is just regional. Let's talk about money. The Big Ten makes the most amount of money of any of the conferences, which means if Notre Dame joined, the Big Ten and Notre Dame would profit even more. It makes too much sense. Let's talk about the next topic here is all their main rivals are in the Big Ten. Penn State right now does not have a current rival locked in place for them in the Big Ten. So it makes me believe that they knew Notre Dame was coming into the Big Ten. They're waiting. And what they're going to do is they're going to make USC and Notre Dame their main rivals. And you're probably going to see Ohio State, Michigan at the end of the year, and Penn State and Notre Dame. Obviously, they'll still play USC at some point too, but they're setting it up beautifully for this. And I really do think it makes sense for them. USC will also want that smoke like we talked about. Ohio State, Michigan will gladly stop fighting each other for a week to start a fight with Notre Dame. These rivalries will bring in so many new viewers from our beautiful country that it is going to make the Big Ten make even more money. The Big Ten makes so much sense for them to join that sense isn't even sensible when it makes this much sense.